Ladies and gentlemen, we have a victory against the woke freaks, right? The people that ruined Star Wars, the people that ruined Marvel for a while. You know these people. They are the reason why we haven't had a decent comedy in like 4 years. Right? These woke freaks. They almost destroyed the country in that last election, but this is a victory right here. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This beautiful article. Disney cancels divisive Pixar content, declares parents prefer to discuss certain subjects with their children. To which I say, ding, 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 you dummies. Right? That's what we've been saying this entire time. It's not that we're against LGBT plus people, the alphabet people. It's not that we're against people that want to be trans and all that. Well, I'm not against those people. Do whatever you want to do to your own bodies. Do whatever you want to do in the privacy of your own home. Love who you want to love and marry who you want to marry. I mean, sure, I have my own personal beliefs on marriage and things like that, but I'm not the type of person that will judge another human being based on who they love and things like that. That's not what this is about. What this has always been about has been leave children alone. That's it. That's not a controversial stance in any way. It's common sense, right? I mean, think about this. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, if you were to go to a grade school, right, and start talking about, some weird shit, what you do in the bedroom and how, maybe you should try it, all this shit that they're trying to push on kids now, bro, you would end up under the jail. But now, if you speak up against it in any way, they'll try and cancel you. They'll try and get you out of there. They'll try and get you fired. All that. Right? So for a while there, for a couple of years, everyone was running scared. Everyone was bending the knee to the woke mind virus, but not anymore. Now, it looks like some people, some brave individuals are actually standing up and having a little common sense, right? Because this is taking place. Look at this again. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, this was a series. This is a series it's gonna debut on Disney Plus. It's called Win or Lose. This is a Pixar series. It's about a team, a little league team, and it's like the last 6 days before the playoffs, something like that. And each episode is around one of the players. Well, apparently at one point, these woke freaks, right, over at Disney, they're like, we're going to make one episode about this kid, a 6, 7-year-old, whatever it is. It's a kid. It's a child. And he's going through some issues, he wants to be identified as not what he was or something, some trans stuff. You know what I'm talking about. And they were gonna show this to kids, right? They were gonna trick you. They were gonna give you, here's a new Pixar show, and then boom, right in the middle, trans episode. That's what they're gonna do. And then your kid was gonna be all weirded out. You're gonna have an awkward conversation with your child, right? Because everyone wants to do that. Every parent wants to sit down with their little boy or little girl and explain to them the complex issue of gender dysmorphia. And that's every parent's dream is to have that conversation with a toddler, with a 6-year-old, right? I ain't gonna hold you. It's a nightmare to think about, but it seems that Disney has gotten tired of the pain. They're tired of being the butt of every joke. They're tired of being the punchline of the joke that is woke culture, because that's what Disney is. I mean, ever since South Park bodied them in that Kathleen Kennedy episode, bro, I ain't gonna hold you, they haven't been the same. Right? Their whole woke shit they were trying to push on us has been exposed. At first, they were trying to mask it. They were trying to tell people, oh, no, you're just a bigot. You're just this. Right? You didn't go see the Marvels because you're a sexist. You don't like women. And then that South Park episode came out. It was a wrap for Disney. The Acolyte came out and it got shitted on like there's no mañana. I was one of them. I take pride in that, by the way. I take pride in the fact that I helped to secure the fact that show, that monstrosity of a show, The Acolyte, is not getting a season 2. Round of applause. Round of applause for everyone that made that happen. And also, another round of applause for everyone that made the decision over at Pixar to get rid of that episode with that weird shit. Round of applause. This is good. Because, see, here's the biggest problem with Pixar, with Disney in general, right? Is that Disney used to be a safe bet for parents, right? It used to be that, you know, you would have to ask friends if maybe a DreamWorks movie was safe for kids, if a Paramount movie was safe for kids, you know, because of violence or maybe other things. But Disney was always a safe bet. Disney was always the studio that no matter what, you can take your kid, any kid really, and you would have a good time. It would be a fun time, right? That's why Disney has always been so successful. But in recent times, ever since they got infected with the woke mind virus, right? It's I'm telling you, that thing is knocking people out. They have been struggling. Disney has been seeing failure after failure after failure because it's no longer safe to take your kids to go watch a Disney flick, right? To turn on a Disney show. You have to, me myself, I have to ask people like, hey, how is that new Moana movie? How is Inside Out 2? Which, by the way, Inside Out 2, no woke shit in it whatsoever, and it was $1 billion movie. Because it turns out that if you don't include that weird shit in your movie, parents are going to take their kids to go see it. And that's what Disney wants ultimately. You know, now they're seeing that culture is shifting. Culture is back to having common sense, right? And that was proven with the last election. A vast majority of the people, they said, fuck you to woke culture. They voted for Trump. The Disney's beginning to see that. Disney, because that's all it was. It's not that Disney actually believed in that woke shit. It's just they were told that that's what people wanted, right? They were told this lie. So that's why they were making this stuff, because they thought, oh, this is what people want to see. It's not because they were trying to be brave. It's not because they actually cared, right? It's because that's what they thought the people wanted. And now that they're finally seeing that that's not what people want, and in fact, it is the opposite of what people want, now we're seeing stuff like this. Now, do I think that this means that Disney is going to give up on their activism? Absolutely not. I believe that Disney's still going to play both sides, right? They're still going to feel out, you know, what people want. But if this show succeeds, which if it did get rid of that weird woke episode, I hope this show succeeds. I hope that, because that would be showing Disney that this is more of what we want. We don't want that woke shit. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think down in the comments, and like always, don't forget to subscribe. Sensational.